Hi, it is Monday, the 29th of December. I have my Christmas tree on, my Christmas tree lights. It is still pleasant outside, and I still have a congested chest. So I will do my best. I'm just going to do a video touching upon at least three different YouTubers. Start with Andy the Gabby Cabby. He did a 14-minute video touching on the basic problems of the immigration dating back to the British Nationality Act of 1948 and all the subsequent acts that followed it. I'm mentioning the 48 Act because it was actually introduced by the Labour Party under Clement Atlee, and again, Fabian party member, just saying. And he also signed up for the ECHR. I think it was in 51, but that wasn't brought into proper fruition until 53. And then I'm going to touch down upon the obviously subsequent issues it's created ever since then with the Jolly Heretic chatting to what turned out to be Pakistani young men in Leicester. And again, no issues to the young men. They were quite polite and they had a decent conversation. And I'm just going to talk about the fact that one of them tried to claim initially to be English with no English heritage, then obviously backtracked and then said he was British, and then also backtracked further to say he was basically identified with his historic genetic origin. And also the subsequent conversation with another young man when Edward, touched on the issues of basically inbreeding or cousin marriage. And he immediately, this young man, tried to justify it, obviously as a part of the Islamic culture and the fact that Muhammad himself espoused it. I think at the time just to justify one of his more inconvenient relationships. But either way, it's codified into Islamic culture now. And he basically obfuscated immediately talking about uh, all the issues with gay marriage. You don't get inbreeding from gay marriage, by the way. Just throw it out there. But it just harks back then to that British Nationality Act. That's where all this nonsense started. We've introduced these cultures and these issues to our society, and it goes back to that time period and all the subsequent following on acts. Now, the Windrush population weren't invited, they came of their own volition. And History Debunked did a really good video on this many, many years ago, and I suggest you watch it. Anyway, what do you think?